Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Dan Orlovsky suggests Cowboy stars could request trade amid disappointing offseason. The Dallas Cowboys are moving forward with Brian Schottenheimer as their next head coach, and have begun filling in the rest of the coaching staff beneath him. It wasn't a flashy hire for the Cowboys, who promoted from within after the departure of Mike McCarthy, and that's led to some discussion about whether players will be content with the direction of the franchise. ESPN's Dan Orlovsky addressed the situation on Friday's NFL Live, and suggested that some players will be discouraged by how the team's offseason has gone. He even hinted at the possibility of some of the Cowboys star players requesting a trade based on the lack of a flashy hire and the indecisiveness of the organization. "If I was a player in their locker room, I would be very discouraged right now. I really would. Just with the way this offseason has gone, the way last offseason went, the way they handled the situation with Mike McCarthy, hiring Brian Schottenheimer," said Orlovsky. "My question, I guess the most important one on my mind, is what star asks out. I know that doesn't happen in Dallas, I know that. But what star looks at this situation, which one of their 5, 6, 7 best players looks at this situation and truly feels, we've got a real chance," he said. There has been plenty of negativity cast on Jerry Jones's decision to name Schottenheimer the head coach, despite players such as Dak Prescott attending his introductory press conference in order to show their support. The past 2 off-seasons have not gone particularly well for the Cowboys. The franchise left McCarthy in limbo for the entirety of the 2024 season, and when they finally decided to split, were already behind other teams who were well into their coaching search. In terms of player personnel, Jones insisted that it was actually smart not to bring in Derrick Henry, despite the veteran running back publicly stating he'd be interested in playing for the franchise. Between back-to-back off-seasons defined by indecision, and the lack of a statement hire heading into 2025, Orlovsky seems to think some players may already be looking for an exit. Cowboys bringing in Cardinals offensive line coach as offensive coordinator under Brian Schottenheimer. The Dallas Cowboys now have both coordinator spots filled under new head coach Brian Schottenheimer. On Friday, ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter reported the Cowboys are hiring Arizona Cardinals offensive line coach Clayton Adams as their new offensive coordinator. That comes a few days after Dallas brought on former Chicago Bears head coach Matt Eberflus as their new defensive coordinator. Adams has been the Cardinals' offensive line coach since 2023 and has produced excellent results. In 2024, Arizona only allowed 30 sacks, 5th least in the NFL, and 180 pressures, 3rd least in the league. Additionally, over the past 2 seasons, the Cardinals are 3rd in rushing yards and 2nd in yards per carry, 5.2. After starting as a graduate assistant at Boise State in 2005, Adams spent his first 13 years as a coach at the college level. Beginning in 2019, he spent 4 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts as an assistant offensive line coach, then a tight ends coach before moving to Arizona on the last season, 2023. Schottenheimer will continue calling plays as the Cowboys head coach, so the addition of Adams makes a lot of sense for the franchise. What do you think? Would Adams be a good addition to America's team? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.